Hi, I'm Anjali Russell from the Keene Yoga Center. I'm really excited to share the Yoga Show with you. This is going to air on Cheshire TV in the areas of Keene, Swansea, and Marlborough. This has been something I've been really excited about since I moved here about 2 years ago with my husband Brian. And I've wanted to find an avenue to bring yoga into the community that I live in to make it accessible to people. And so here we have the Yoga Show, brought to you by Keene Yoga Center and me, Anjali. So today I want to do some introductory stuff that's just going to give us a sense of what yoga is and some of the tools that we use in yoga, some breathing techniques, and then a basic series and setup of warm-ups. So the idea for this show is to serve as a warm-up session, perhaps either just every day doing it on your own by itself, or even combining it with some of our other 30-minute videos and having this segment be the warm-up piece to some of the deeper segments that we would go into at later shows. So the show today is twofold, either on its own or combined with any one of our other videos. So let's get started. So some of the tools that we have for yoga are right here beside me. And most of these are to assist us in poses. The first one that we're going to look at is a blanket. So everybody has a blanket at their house, and this can assist us when we come to a seated position on the floor in Sukhasana, which just means easy pose. And so when we're sitting in Sukhasana or easy pose, the idea is to have our knees level with our hips. And because we all have different bodies, that's going to look different for every different person. So looking at my knees, I need just a little bit of extra padding underneath the sit bones to let my knees fall a little closer to the floor. If you're at home today and you're finding that your knees are still up a little bit higher than your hips, then you may need something a little bit higher than a blanket. You can try taking the blanket that you have and folding it so that it's a little thicker. We also have other yoga tools such as a bolster or a block type prop, and we just can allow this to come underneath, and then you can see that it elevates the hips a little bit more, a little bit too much for me, but maybe just right for you. So using any one of these three tools in yoga can assist us in achieving a comfortable seated pose, which is what we want to feel in every position that we move into today, comfortable in our body. So a block, a bolster, or a blanket will do just fine for your home practice. These will also be readily available at most yoga studios, and so that gives you a little bit of a sense of how you might use them when you walk into an actual class in a studio. The next thing that I want to talk about is the breath, because yoga is first and foremost a breathing practice. And so the breath combined with movement in our body is what makes yoga different from every other physical activity that we practice. So whether you're a runner or you like to work out at the gym or different activities, biking and hiking, the combined focus and intention on the inhale and the exhale, combined with moving our bodies in certain positions and poses, is what really makes yoga a different form of practice. And so today, when we're looking at the breath, I'm going to introduce two breathing techniques. One of them is going to be to relax the body, and it's simply called belly breath. And so for this breathing practice, we can bring one hand to our belly and one hand to our chest. And here we're going to notice, by sitting quietly and comfortably, the natural flow of your breath. So for most of us, in the Western world, our breath sits quite high in our chest. And what that means is that when we take an inhale in, the chest moves up and the belly stays still. When we exhale, the chest collapses. In yoga, we want to reverse that process, and we want the breath to come down a little bit deeper into the diaphragm so that the chest actually remains still and the belly moves and expands with the inhale and the exhale. And that will look quite different. The chest remains still and the belly expands out on the inhale and collapses on the exhale. And the deeper we come down into our diaphragm, the more calm our nervous system is allowed to become. The quieter our mind becomes, and the deeper benefit we get from moving through our yoga pose with an intentional focus on the inhale and the exhale. The second breath that I want to talk about in yoga is called the Ujjayi breath, which just means breath with sound. And so typically we're breathing in through the nose and out through the nose. And when we do this, we want to create a soft, audible sound referred to as Ujjayi breath. And so to cultivate the sound, we're constricting the muscles in the back of our throat to produce a soft, audible sound that sounds a lot like an ocean wave, or some people, Star Wars fans, will refer to it as a Darth Vader breath. I have never seen Star Wars, so I don't know that. But if you are, then that's what you can relate it to. And so that is going to look like an inhale, exhale through the nose. And we continue with the breath with sound as we move through every pose. Each pose is linked with an inhale or an exhale. And the Ujjayi breath is the breath that we're going to be cultivating in most of our yoga postures. So let's get started. We can move all of our props to the side. So anything that you've been sitting on or have around you is now a good time to move to the side and come to a comfortable seat just on your sit bones with your legs as relaxed as you can. The position of your legs will change for everybody. Some of us may have our legs a little farther in front of us. Some of us may be able to tuck them in a little bit closer. Some of us may even choose to come and sit on our knees in what's called thunderbolt pose with your palms just gently on your thighs. Either one of those positions is fine for you to choose for your body. So let's close your eyes, lengthen up through the spine, relax through the legs, and take a deep breath in. One more breath here. And as you slowly allow your attention and focus to center on your body, to arrive on your mat, fully present in your body, fully present in the moment, allowing the distractions of your life to fade into the background, and allow your inhale and exhale to move to the foreground. Focusing on our breath, cultivating an intention to simply be here in your body, focusing on your practice for the next 30 minutes. Inhale together and exhale. You can slowly begin to open your eyes, gazing first at the tip of your nose and gently allowing your eyes to adjust to the light in the room. We can take a deep breath in, reach both of our arms up overhead. Fingers together, drop the shoulders down away from your ears. Belly comes in and tailbone presses down into your mat. We're going to pause here, focus on our breath. Inhale. And exhale, reach both arms forward, fingers outstretched, and we're going to layer the left hand on top of the right. Open the fingers, interlace your fingers, full breath in, pulls your knuckles gently back towards your nose. Your right arm is straight, the heel of your palm pressing away from your body. Relax your shoulders, drawing them down from your ears. Belly comes in, press the tailbone down, relax through your legs. One more breath here. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, release the palms, tuck your right fingers in towards your chest, flip the left hand underneath your right palm, cupping the fingers around your wrist, and gently draw the knuckles towards your chest. We're feeling a nice deep stretch in the muscles, all of the tiny little muscles around our wrists and in our forearms. Anybody who works at a desk computer, being texting on your phones, all of these kinds of motions and our wrists cause the tendons to get extremely tight. Exhale, release. So these simple exercises that can be done anywhere. Inhale, pull the knuckles back towards the chin. Exhale, press the heel of your left palm away from your body. These are super beneficial to be practicing every single day. And some people would say as often as you spend moving your hands in the opposite direction, we should spend an equal amount of time doing this direction. Deep breath here. And exhale. Inhale, release the arms. Exhale, tuck the left fingers in, cup the right hand over and under, gently drawing the knuckles back. Remembering to keep the shoulders down, belly engaged by slightly drawing the navel back in towards your spine and grounding your sit bones into the floor. Always staying soft through the legs. Last breath in. And we can release the arms. Give your fingers a little bit of a shake, and because we don't really get to the thumbs very much, we can gently bring our attention here for just a moment, extending and stretching the left and right thumb. Rotating the wrist 1 time, 2 times in both directions. And then we're going to take a deep breath in, reach both arms all the way back up, and on the exhale, we're going to bring our right hand down outside of our right hip, tenting the fingers. Take another breath in, lift up through the left side of your body, and as you exhale, lean gently to the right side. Here you're going to think about pressing your right shoulder forward just a little bit to keep the chest square to the front of the room. Chin stays up. And as you exhale, lean a little bit deeper, pressing your left sit bone down into the floor. Strong breath in. We're going to hold for another deep inhale and long exhale. And at the end of the exhale, we can drop the right ear down to the right shoulder. Take a deep breath in, extend through the left arm, stretching all the way towards the left side of your mat. So here we're really getting into the tightness and the muscles that's so common in all of our bodies. Letting our neck relax here completely and fully. One more breath. And exhale. You're going to inhale, bring your right palm to the side of your right head and gently come back to center, relaxing the right arm down. Inhale, full breath, reach both arms up. And exhale, left side. Fingertips come down, tenting, stretching through the right side of the body, gently leaning into the left fingertips. Inhale. And exhale, grounding your right hip down into the floor. Keep your chin lifted ever so slightly. Strong breath here. And exhale. At the bottom of the exhale, letting your left ear drop down. Inhale, stretch and reach through the right palm, fingers facing down towards the floor, energizing towards the right side of the room. Feeling the tension release from your body as you focus once again on your breath in and your breath out. Left hand comes underneath the cheek, gently rising up to center, relaxing both arms down. Inhale, arms lift up. Exhale, gentle twist through the spine. Left hand comes onto your right knee. Right hand comes behind your back. Notice how I'm squaring the shoulders to the right side of the room. My gaze comes gently to the side. There's not really a reason to twist your head all the way back. We're going to focus on the twist happening through the thoracic spine, the middle part of your torso. Take a deep breath in. Feel the chest open. And twist as you exhale. You can gently use your left fingers as a lever, allowing the twist to happen a little bit deeper, but we're still warming up our spine here, so we want to be gentle. So small increments. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, look forward, arms lift up. Same thing, other side. Exhale, right hand down to the left knee. Left hand comes behind your back. Inhale, lengthen through the torso. Exhale, gently pulling the right shoulder forward as you energize the left shoulder back. Belly stays engaged, tailbone pressing down into the mat, softening through the right side of your leg. Deep breath in and exhale. Inhale, gaze forward, arms come all the way up. Last direction of the spine, we're gonna fold forward, tucking your chin in toward your chest, bring the forehead down towards the mat. Everybody's gonna look different in this pose. Maybe some of us are up a little bit higher, maybe our knees are up a little bit higher, maybe we even need to move our feet out a little bit. Wherever you're at in your body, breathe into that space and know that it's perfectly fine. Exhale. Inhale, lift the gaze, arms come all the way up, and exhale, bring the hands back behind our sit bones, fingers point forward. The idea here is to open up through the front part of your chest, lifting up through the heart center. Draw the shoulders behind your torso, keep the back of your neck nice and long, and lift the eyes up towards the ceiling. We're holding here for a full breath in, and exhale. Inhale, come back to a neutral position. And those 6 basic movements are the initiation into warming up our spine, and they can be done every morning and night. Simple stretches, side to side, twist, twist, forward and back. And it's essential for the healthfulness of our spine to be moving our spine in these 6 directions every single day. So now we're going to move on to our knees and our hands. So whatever way is most comfortable for you to switch over, we're going to come onto all fours, stacking the knees directly underneath the hips and your wrists directly underneath your shoulders. So they're nice long lines of energy from one place to the next. We're going to pull our belly in, engaging the low part of our belly, open up through the chest, and feel as though you're pressing the floor away from your body rather than sinking the chest down in between the shoulder blades. Lifting up nice and strong. We're going to pause here. 2 breaths. Inhale and exhale. Tucking the chin in, feel the tailbone pull down towards the heels, top of your head reaching away from the tailbone. Last exhale. On an inhale, we're going to lift the right leg up. You're going to think about pointing your toes down towards the floor, flex your foot, press your heel away from your tailbone. Keep the belly engaged, chest lifting up, strong breath here. We're going to play around with our balance. So some of us may feel totally comfortable pausing here for 3 more breaths. Some of us at home may wish to press down through the right palm, fingers spread wide apart, and lift the left hand up. So this is a little more challenging because we're balancing on the left knee and the right palm. If this feels comfortable for you and you're still breathing, we can exhale, bring the knee in, touch the elbow, pause here. Inhale, reach up and extend. Exhale, round the spine, knee to chest. Inhale, reaching up, keep the back foot flexed, and exhale, last time rounding in. Otherwise, you're still holding either this pose or with the left palm down, and any of those are perfectly good options. Finding your position, coming back to center, neutral spine, belly engaged, exhale. Inhale, left leg comes up, flex the foot, toes point down, keeping the pelvis square to the mat. Pausing here and holding this position for 3 more breaths, or choosing to reach your right fingers in front of you. You can hold here, or if this feels comfortable for you and you're still breathing, you can exhale, round the spine, bring your knee to your elbow. Inhale, lift up, flex the foot, reaching through the fingers. Exhale, round the spine, knee to chest. Last one, reaches up, foot flexed. and exhale. Coming back to center on the inhale, we're going to tuck our toes under, and we're going to come up into downward facing dog. I'm going to invite you to press your palms flat down onto the mat. So to feel what that feels like in your body, you can lift your fingers up, spread them wide apart, and then lay just the palms down, gently laying the fingers down onto the mat. We can bend our knees. Feel the tailbone lift up towards the ceiling, and then here we can practice straightening one leg, bend the knee, straighten the left leg. If it feels comfortable for you to keep a slight micro bend, straighten your legs just a little bit, and then energize the heels down towards the mat. Following your breath, inhale and exhale. Finding some comfort in this resting pose. Yes, it's a resting pose. If it doesn't feel restful, then we're not really focusing on the areas of our body that ease the pose. Inhale, look up between your hands. We're going to walk our feet up to the top of our mat. And here we're just going to pause for a moment and fold forward. Relaxing the head completely. Let the top of your head fall down towards your feet, keeping a slight micro bend in your knees if that's comfortable for you. And here we can play around with straightening the right leg, the left leg, maybe clasping opposite elbows, straightening both legs. Let the head relax, shaking it gently side to side. Full breath in. Last exhale. We can relax the palms down, bend the knees nice and deep. Keep the chin tucked, arms, shoulders stay heavy. You're really grounding down into the four corners of your feet here. Toes can be lifted, energizing the entire base of your foot down, feeling grounded as we come all the way up to standing. The head is the last thing to come up. We can lift our shoulders up, pull the shoulder blades back behind us, and gently lift the gaze. And now we've done a little bit of different warm-ups, both sitting, both kneeling. And then now we're going to move into what's called a classical sun salutation. We're going to do the first 2 rounds relatively slow as we ease into moving our bodies in this new way, coordinating our movement with the breath. And then for the last 3rd and 4th one, we may pick up the speed just a little bit, feeling free to do what is comfortable for you at home. For this pose, we come to stand, or this series of poses, because that's really what a sun salutation is a series of poses linked with your breath. We stand at the top of our mat, arms resting at the side. Take a deep breath in. Lift the arms up. Palms hover slightly in front of one another. Exhale, hands together. Inhale, straight arms up overhead. Press the hips forward. Take a little back bend here. And exhale, bow all the way down to the mat. Fingertips come in line with your toes. We're going to step the right foot back, drop your knee down, relax your foot, look up. We'll take an extra breath here as we're still learning the poses. Tuck the back toes under, step the left foot back, high plank. Belly is engaged. One straight line of energy from the heels up and out through the top of your head. The next part is a little bit tricky, but we drop our hips down, or knees down rather, keep the hips up. Tuck the elbows in like you're squeezing them in towards your chest, and we're going to keep the hips up, chest and chin come to the floor, shoulders relaxed. Inhale, coming into a baby cobra where the pelvis and the belly is on the mat. Keeping the back of your neck long, eyes can look forward. And as we exhale, we come onto the knees, tuck the toes, downward facing dog. Right foot steps forward, left knee falls down, left leg relaxed, look up. And exhale, we step the left foot forward, fold. Inhale, slight bend of the knees, come all the way up, hips forward, slight back bend, and exhale, release. That's one sun salutation, one side. Inhale, we'll do the second side. Arms come up. Exhale, palms together. Inhale, slight back bend, hips forward. Exhale, all the way down to the floor. These movements come naturally to us after some time and practice. Step the left foot back, drop the knee, look forward. We're going to ground both palms down, step back, lowering down the knees, keep the hips up, chest and chin to the floor. Inhale and exhale, knees, tuck the toes, downward facing dog. Because we step the left foot back, we're going to step the left foot forward, drop the right side down, coming up, gaze forward, and exhale, back foot steps forward, fold. Inhale, slight bend of the knees, arms straight out, flat back, slight back bend, and exhale, release. That's one complete round. So one complete round includes right side, step back, step forward, left side, step back, step forward. We can do this round of sun salutation 3 to 5 times, generating some heat in our body. Builds a nice, good workout, especially if we're able to add momentum. So before we end today's show, let's do one full round with a little bit more speed and direct connection with the inhale and exhale so you can see what that might look like. Palms together. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, reach up. Exhale carries you to the floor. Inhale, right foot back, knee drops, look up. One breath. We sometimes hold a breath here as we step back into high plank. Exhale, drop the knees, chest and chin. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward dog. One breath, one movement. Inhale, right foot forward. Exhale, back foot forward. Inhale all the way up. And exhale. That's half. Completing the round. Inhale, exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, left foot back. Hold your breath, high plank. Exhale, knees, chest, chin. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, left foot forward. Exhale, back foot forward, fold. Inhale all the way up and exhale. So we can do that as many times as we like, and that really allows every part of our body to warm up and get us ready to move into some of the other poses. The end of every practice is just as important as the beginning and the middle. And the end is where we take our final resting pose. So we can come to sit flat on the mat, stretch our legs straight out in front of us, opening the feet nice and wide as your mat, wider than your hips. Laying down on your spine, palms face up, open nice and wide, wider than your shoulders. We can tuck the chin in, lift our head up, and see that there's one long straight line from the chin, the nose, the chin, to the belly button, to the pelvic floor. And once we see that straight line, we can fall comfortably into rest, holding this pose anywhere from 3 to 15 minutes. Really allowing our body to absorb the full benefits of our practice. Quieting the mind, focusing on the breath becoming soft, the mind becoming still. And in the interest of time, I will roll over onto my left side, gently pressing myself up to a seated position. And here I can reconnect with my breath and my intention of being in the present moment, focusing on my body, incorporating breath and movement into my day. And we can just end the practice like that in whatever way feels comfortable for you. I'm Anjali Russell. Thank you so much for joining us at the Yoga Show, and I look forward to sharing many more videos with you. Thank you.